either a suburb or a neighborhood in Nashville. Corey is in Sterling Heights, Michigan, outside Detroit. Steven's in Jensen Beach, Florida. Alicia's in Ypsilanti. JJ's in Sydney, New York. So, thanks. Those are some new additions to the map.
Going to Nashville for the first time this year.
Ooh!
Never been. I have an audition.
Okay. At the Grand Ole Opry?
No.
Oh.
It had Zanies in Nashville.
Zanies in
Just
Zanies
as prestigious.
in Nashville. Yeah, sure. There you go.
But I'm bummed. I'm only going to be there for one night. But I've heard it's such an amazing city. But
Why don't you go there longer?
Because it's a Wednesday, so I'd have to go down to, and I'm booked at a comedy club Thursday, Friday, Saturday, so I would have to go down on a Tuesday.
Yeah.
And I also don't drink, so I'm like, maybe one night if I go in a little early and get lunch and walk around.
But it's all
and
that country bull crap that you love.
I do love that, yes. And I mean, the show's probably only going to go till like 9 or 10 at night, so I can still go catch a band or something. But
Is it the same people
Cafe?
Same people that book Zanies? Nashville and Chicago?
No, they're different.
Yeah.
So this booker is Zanies Nashville, and then there's another comedy club in Huntsville, Alabama called Stand Up Live.
Gotcha.
So I'm auditioning for those two. But I'm excited to go down there and see.
Zanies at Home was the last show I did before moving to Cleveland.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
How'd it go?
Fantastic.
Obviously.
Yeah, it was dynamite.
There you go.
I love that club. I've never been to the one in Nashville, though.
Yeah,
So,
I've never been there at
I
all,
don't
but
know.
I hear such great things.
Yeah. Well, while you're there, you should try to get up at the Grand Ole Opry.
I will.
See what they can do for you.
Hey, guys, let me in.
All right. Hey, I got some sperm news. If you're watching the live video stream, you'll enjoy this. Sperm news! There is a company who has made something trying to help men with, well, I've talked about this with Dr. Berglund next time he's in for Is It Red, but a company who has created something that is specifically to help men with premature ejaculation. And what it is essentially a Band-Aid that you put on your taint that then runs electrical impulses through it to help you hold it off, I guess. To keep you from popping off too early.
I think that they make
it
these
zaps
things...
your taint muscles.
Don't they make things like this to make it more
enjoyable?
Aroused? Yeah.
Yeah, the taint is a very...
But it's not as sensitive. It's not as sensitive as your actual genitalia.
Right, but you can put a little pressure on the perineum. Things are gonna.
That's what I'm saying. I thought that was supposed to be
I think
an
this
area
is
of...
well. This is like, they put those things on people's muscles that tense up their muscles.
Mm-hmm.
I assume that the thought behind this is it tenses up your. It's not a finger up there. It's tensing up those muscles so that you can hold off, so that you don't.
So you're like, maybe because you're not focused on it.
No, it's not turning you on. It's tightening your Kegels. Men or women, if you want to have a better time, you do your Kegels all the time, right? Just to tighten that stuff up down there. And I think that's probably what this is.
Doing mine right now.
I know. I was like, I'm going to do some.
So they've been, the CES is going on, the Consumer Electronics Show, and they've been showing this. If you're watching this live, here's the guy.
The use of neuromodulation is a common modality.
And by the way, this guy looks exactly like
terrifying.
the kind of guy who would want to hold off as long, you know what I mean?
This is the kind of guy who would ask to see your legs. That's what this guy looks like.
Dr. Michael Hoey. I think they're missing an O in his last name, but he's a scientific advisor for, I don't know what the taint Band-Aid is called.
Proven to treat many different medical conditions. The design of the Mirari device is to use a small amount of energy to confuse the normal nerve function in the pelvic region.
So there you go. They're trying to confuse your pelvic
it's like
nerves.
Muscle confusion when you're doing CrossFit and stuff, right?
The Mirari device is designed to be a patch that is similar in size to a large Band-Aid. The circuitry in the device...
That looks terrifying. See, I thought this was going to be some nanotechnology where you barely notice it was there. It's got two Panasonic batteries.
Yeah. It looks like one that goes over your knee.
Yes.
Yeah.
Two big, like, AAA batteries in there.
Device will deliver battery-powered pulses to delay an ejaculation.
Honey, hold on. I've got to replace my batteries in my taint Band-Aid.
I wonder if the woman can feel it.
The product will be a single-use disposable patch.
Single-use disposable patch, because why would you want to reuse your taint Band-Aid?
Ugh.
I don't know.
Oh, great. Now there's going to be a bunch of taint Band-Aids in the ocean.
Taint Band-Aid is playing at the Agora this weekend.
They're on that Highly Suspect show that's coming up. So, yeah, congratulations to that company. Everybody else is, that Consumer Electronics Show is a big deal because it has electronics from every sector. I think that the sex toy sector has grown exponentially over the decades. But, this is the kind of stuff that companies want to be in on. Anything that's going to help people bang more or get the rocks off.
Well, that's what people will spend money on.
Yes.
That guy.
That's what moves technology forward more than anything.
Sex.
Banging.
That's a huge thing to a guy, yeah?
What?
Finishing too early?
That's never been a problem for me.
No.
Yeah.
I'm not a early finisher.
It is a big thing. I mean Dr. Berglund talks about, you watch television, I mean, there's commercials, nonstop for premature ejaculation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I understand that this is one of the things. I'm wondering if there's like pills or something you could take to. If it's I guess these are all questions for Dr. Berglund. Like if it's a imbalance or something, or are you just super into it? I don't know. It's weird.
Well, I mean, the converse of that is when guys will call Is It Red and they'll say, I can't seem to get an erection with my wife.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And he'll go, it might be psychological.
Yeah.
How long have you been married? 25 years. All right, well, it might be psychological.
Right.
Find a nude photo of Kate Upton. Do you get an erection then? It's probably psychological. Alan, it's called a TENS unit. Transcutaneous electrical nerve stimulation.
So brave.
Alan, I have a spinal cord stimulator on my spine. If I turn it up enough, it tingles my schmeckle. Mel, there you go.
Schmeckle. Funny word.
Yeah. Alan, I got to meet Tanya Harding at the mall in Portland, Oregon back in '94. P.S. Mary's way hotter than Tanya. Hey!
Hey! Look at that.
But Tanya then or Tanya now?
Tanya now, probably.
Obviously, you're hotter than Tanya now.
Prime figure skating. I mean, those women are fit.
Oh, she was.
Oh, she was great
buff,
from the neck down.
Yeah,
yeah. She was always a little busted. But
What are you gonna do?
I don't know. Hey, also new for 2020, and I like this a lot. Some of the coins, new 2020 quarters, they got a lot of fruit bats on them.
Oh yeah.
You get a Washington on the one side, and then the other side. For a long time it was just, they would have whatever particular state that quarter was from. They would have some monument from that state, right, or something that the state was known for, or famous for, and they're going to be, some of the quarters are going to have fruit bats on the back.
I had to. I was working downtown at the time. I had to explain to a couple. I don't remember where they were from. They're not from America. They were visiting, and they couldn't comprehend that each quarter wasn't worth a different amount because they all had different pictures on them. But there was a severe language barrier, and I was trying to convey to them that I wasn't stealing their money. That all the quarters were the same. They're just different pictures. It was very difficult.
Yeah.
But
I have to say, when we go to Canada or when we go overseas, I still like American money.
Really?
I like trust me, it's not aesthetically pleasing.
I was gonna say,
Right, that is pretty.
Canadian money is so
it's
beautiful.
gorgeous. Yeah, I mean, it is very nice looking, but it's
maybe
also...
if it looked prettier, we wouldn't spend it as much.
It's very slippery. So it's very easy to lose a bill of foreign money because it's always slippery or it's partially transparent or whatever.
Yeah,
Our
like
money, it's
plastic on
paper
it,
and
yeah,
cotton
yeah.
and it's, yeah. So I just, from a tactile perspective, I'd much rather deal with American money.
I thought it was.
I'm always terrified anytime we're somewhere else where there's different currency.
Like it's going to fall out of your pocket or something?
If I take it out to pay somebody, I always triple check it. Like, did I give you I don't know, I gave you
a loony or a toonie?
a loony, toonie, yeah, whatever.
I thought it was so cool when I was in Canada, where I was like, I gave them American money and then they gave me back Canadian change. I was like, ooh, and to them, they're ripping me off. But I'm like, ooh, I'm being ripped off, but I got a Canadian $5. It's beautiful.
They love getting tips in American currency.
I was like,
now.
I was like, Canadian cash, please. And she was like, right away, sir.
I did that at the airport. Where the hell was I? I was at the airport and someone gave me. They bought a poster. They bought merch, but all they had was Canadian money. They were like, "Hey, I just got back from Canada. Will you take this?" I was like, "Yeah, I don't care. I'm flying out tomorrow. I can exchange it at the airport." And I think it was $5, and I got $3 back. I was like.
Yeah.
The girl doesn't care. We're like, this isn't enough money.
Yeah.
You owe me $2 more.
Yeah, pretty sure I tipped the girl $5 in American dollars, and she just gave me back. I was like,
yeah,
whatever.
So it's going to be the National Park of American Samoa is home to the fruit bat, and so that's going to be on some of the court.
My favorite Girl Scout cookies.
The fruit bat.
Yeah. The
Are
fruit
you
bat
going to have a
cookies?
trunk? By the way,
I'm not doing it. I
No.
am
You have
absolutely
to.
not doing that.
because you know
No.
they're rolling out a new Girl Scout cookie
I don't
this
care.
year.
Oh, there is.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What is it?
Well, I'm not telling you now if you're not going to help your niece
No,
do whatever she's
that
got
was
to
a
do.
nightmare. I had a trunk full of Girl Scout cookies until like April. I'm not doing it.
But you got all the money.
Yes,
people
but it
didn't
was
come to-
aggravating because people would hit me up and be like, "Hey, I live in
Well, don't
Willowick.
do
Are you
it.
gonna come bring them to me?" I'm like, "No, I'm driving to Willowick to give you your cookies."
But don't do it for listeners. Do it for people that you know.
No, I'm not doing it. I'm not
You were doing
it.
it for listeners?
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, because my
well,
sister
that was
had a
your-
newborn. My sister had her baby on January 5th.
I thought
and then-
I thought you were helping her out with people she knew.
No, I put it on my social. I put it on my
Oh,
Instagram.
well, yeah, dummy. Why'd you do that? Of course
I'm
you're
an
gonna be.
idiot.
Of course you're gonna drive to Willowick.
Right.
People are like, "Oh my God, this is great. She'll bring them out to me."
Yeah, no, I did not. I was like, "You come get them, or I'm donating them to the food bank." That's what ended up happening.
But you had a trunk full of cookies.
I ate-
She
I
gave me
probably
like
ate-
12 boxes.
Once people signed off on it, because it was like people would order like 2 boxes. It was $10. They're like, "I'm glad to help out your niece. Just either donate them or keep them for yourself." I probably ate 4 or 5 boxes of Samoas by myself.
Yeah,
Those are so good.
it's easy to do.
They're so good. I'd be like driving around making deliveries, and I'd have it open in the front seat next to me. Like, oh God, they were so good.
You're like, I'll only eat one row,
Yes.
and then the box is gone.
Because 2 of them is like 140 calories, and this is when I was really starting to count calories. And then I eat 2 full rows of them. Like,
So
that's
you're
all I
not
can eat.
going to be
I am
taking
not
orders for Girl Scout cookies this year.
I am not doing Girl Scout cookie orders this year.
There's a new cookie called the Lemon Up Wafer that is joining the other cookies. A lemon-flavored cookie that has a sweet glaze on one side. Didn't they already do this?
Don't use the word glaze. I don't like that.
You don't
word.
like
I don't
glaze?
like glaze.
I do. You don't like a glaze on a donut?
I mean, I like the product. I don't like the word.
He doesn't like glaze.
A nice sticky glaze
Yeah,
on
right,
your
exactly.
pastry?
Yeah,
You don't like
exactly.
that?
So the Lemon Up cookies are going to be part of the battalion of Girl Scout cookies.
I like lemon flavored things. That's what I like. I like lemon
403.
poppy seed, like muffin.
Mm-hmm.
You know, lemon pound cake.
Yes, you
This
do.
one covered in glaze.
He's covered in glaze far more often than you'd probably prefer. That's why Bill hates it so. No, but I think in these fruit bats, I got something in my attic. I got to find a guy to come out to my house.
Just go up there with a broom and a garbage bag.
I put it's not like I guess
Get
I
a
could.
pellet gun.
Huh?
Get a pellet gun.
Put a GoPro on and go up into your attic.
Well, I put a trap up there thinking I'd get whatever was up there, but then I heard scratching around last night.
You think it's on the floor like a possum or something, or you think
I don't
it's
know.
flying around?
It doesn't sound that big. It just sounds like something, but whatever it is, I don't want making a nest or. But I can't believe how hard it is to find. Like, there's all kinds of pest control places you can call, but they'll do like if you have ants in the summertime, you can call them. But if you want to get a guy to come out
You need like animal
and
control.
catch critters,
Yeah.
Well, I thought that whatever town you lived in, part of what the city did was come out and do that. Mm-hmm. Like if you had, but maybe that's just for dog bites or something. I don't know.
Well,
But
there's an animal control. Maybe it's Cuyahoga County that you would have to call.
Yeah, but that's not for
No,
in your house.
that's like if you have a deer in your yard that's hurt or a dog that.
Oh,
bit
that's
the
not for
next
like
to-
a raccoon in your
No.
garage?
No.
What?
Maybe if it's like acting strange and it's like rabbit or something, but if it's just like living in your house,
Leave
like, that's
rabbits
different.
alone. They're not strange.
Rabid.
Oh. Okay, all right. Forget you guys.
Listen, anyway, it's
Our bottom powers commenced right there.
But I thought I was like I didn't pay much attention to it. I heard a scratch a couple of weeks ago, and I didn't hear anything else.
Yeah.
And then last night, like I hear this scratch. I'm like, God damn it! Got to get a guy up there because I'm not going to get up there.
You should.
What if it's something like flying around? I mean, I don't
What
wanna
if it's
do
a
that.
person?
Huh?
What if it's a person?
Just person can't fit up
scratching.
there.
Just like that?
Because it's not like a full-on stand-up straight attic. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's just like exposed boards. So there's something up there, but I don't even know if I could get up there and crawl around. And I don't want to do that.
Yeah, get a guy to do it.
Yeah, if I can pay a guy who knows what he's doing, rather than what I'm going to trip and fall through the
'Cause that would be
ceiling or
so
something.
funny.
What if it's a big old spider?
Ugh. big enough to
Probably wouldn't make that
scratch.
much
Yeah,
noise,
they
yeah.
don't
If it's
have
a
nails.
spider big enough to scratch, I'm selling the house.
Oh yeah, you're done.
Burn it down.
Right.
Yeah, like arachnophobia. I'll go full on John Goodman
Dude,
on
I
this
literally
house.
look at that. I have chills. I hate. That's what I've been
Spiders?
liking about the
Spiders
wintertime. They're
are
not alive.
but they don't
Nothing
bother
in my
me.
apartment right now.
Unless it's one of those giant hand-sized wolf spiders.
Those hairy, nasty.
I don't mind that, but it's like if I gotta chase a mouse around or I don't want anything to do with that. I want nothing to do with that.
I took my trash
Probably
out
a
of.
squirrel. I bet it's a squirrel.
Oh, it might be a squirrel.
Throwing money on a squirrel.
But then I got to figure out how it got in, and oh god.
I took my trash out and was going to take it out to the trash bin last night, and I set it by my door while I was like putting on my shoes and stuff, and I heard like rattling in it, and I was like, no, please don't let there be something in there. And sure enough, my cat was behind it, like trying to dig through it. But I was fully expecting to like go in there and there
Did you
be
get rid
a
of your cat
mouse
then?
or a rat. I did not throw my cat in the trash, Bill. No.
One of the first side jobs I had out of college and like was still doing the show was at a place in Talmadge. And there was an old bookcase in the office where I worked because I was like just doing invoices. And the office hadn't been touched in years. Like it was super dusty. And there was this file that I had to get to that was on this bookcase. And I moved the shelf. Or I didn't move the shelf, but I moved like a book on the shelf, and that one book leaned, and a huge spider, like with a big, like fat butt, just came crawling out, and I was like, I left. I was like, I don't care if they fire me.
Wait,
Like,
dude.
I
Yeah, I'm not
left that
messing with
room,
it.
and the boss was like, "Oh, done already? You work fast." I was like, "Yep." He never even like inspected the room. No one had touched that room since then. I saw that spider, and that was enough to. I was like, I'll quit. Like if I need to.
A spider with a big butt.
Yeah.
It looked like
a big, yeah.
It was
like
big.
a
Probably
abdomen. What do you
big
call
and
it?
black.
Great ass!
It was a big black spider. It looked like a
Thorax.
black widow.
Thorax. Thorax.
I didn't observe it long enough to like examine what type of spider it was, but it had a big fat butt on it.
When things got really bad at the
fat
hoarder
butt.
house I lived in, we had mice, and it was like something you just kind of ignored. Like they
They,
don't
like,
make a
help
lot
you
of,
I would
chores
expect
they
that
don't
in
make
a
a lot of
hoarder
noise.
house.
Yeah, they don't make a lot of noise.
I'm not
but
living in a hoarder house.
you hear them like in bags and
around,
stuff.
yeah.
Like, well, it would be like they'd get into cabinets and bags, and you can hear them crunching around. Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah. very
Alan,
gross.
you could act like a man and take care of your own house, you giant pussy.
I mean, we
His
were all
luxury-
thinking it.
Listen,
but...
I bought a couple when I first heard the scratching and didn't know what it was. I went out and bought a couple of those humane traps against my better judgment
Where
because
they
you know
catch, like, their foot or
I like to
whatever?
ziplock the mice in and just let them suffocate. Send a message to the other mice. That's what it is. So you do the trap, put some peanut butter on it, and I put it just inside the attic. Granted, I haven't gone back to see if it actually got anything, which would mean that there are multiple offenders.
Nah, that's your luxury. If you can pay someone to get it done for you, and it's not.
I'm just
you know,
saying
hurting
somebody
you,
who
then
knows
do it.
what they're doing.
Exactly.
What am I going to do? Get up there and with a broom?
And it's true. And once you see it, you're like, well, now what?
Yes.
Like, I've never actually seen a bat, like, or
broom.
whatever.
Yeah, I mean, you know, if it was in the house, of course I would get it. But to climb up there and root around,
I'm the worst person.
I've never even been up there.
Trying to kill anything, like I go in there with like a hockey mask and like knee pads, shoulder pads, a broom,
I take-
toilet paper, some spray.
In the summertime when I have spiders in my apartment, I will like bunch up a paper towel and I'll like I
You have to
have to
pump
like
yourself
yes,
up.
I have to like I'm standing on the back of the couch. I'm like and I'll, like
No, I have to do it at a
You can't
distance.
bunch it up too much. You need to be able
make
to feel
surface
that
area.
crunch.
Right. Well, I'll fold it in half like twice because I
Yeah.
want to feel it
You wanna
crunch,
feel it crunch.
but I don't want its blood to come through.
Nah,
Does that make sense? I
that's
don't
not
want
it.
to touch its guts.
Yeah, that's fine.
What you do is the trick is you get a Swiffer. Get a Swiffer, and then because you got control on that, and it extends.
Oh, that's smart. And just smash them.
and,
with
and
the
it goes to any surface. So I just don't put the Swiffer sponge on the end. Put something else there, and just, and then you can put the Swiffer at the end.
That's really smart.
And then you wipe
I've
it
been
away.
climbing on furniture and using my hand.
You get the Swiffer.
I have
You
to
get the
Swiffer.
Swiffer, and then you hammer a bunch of nails into it, and then you stab them with the nails poking out of your Swiffer.
I am a
You
renter,
get-
Alan.
you
I
get
can't put
a
holes in the
shotgun.
walls.
Yeah.
And then you just shoot it with your shotgun.
Sure.
in your
Because
house.
shotguns like spray, right?
Well, you
That's
can
the
get,
whole point
you're
of
gonna
them.
get the
You're
buckshot, or you can get the spray.
Because mind
Like,
you,
if you want like a slug, that'll make a big hole.
You're going to get something.
Idiot.
I'm in military gear when I'm killing my spider, so I'm geared for everything.
Yeah, you can get the spray, or you can
Military gear like a hockey mask? Is that what you mean?
Yeah, you know,
Yeah, whatever.
it's a new one.
It better not be Poundcake crawling around in my attic.
It is me. I'm just peeping. Look for little holes where I can peep on you.
Hey, you awake?
His
told
fingers
you
are
$1
all
million.
stuck in the trap. These aren't humane. I'm hurt.
Scratching.
I just wanted a peanut butter.
You a bitch. I was wondering how
Trying
you
to get that
live.
cheese.
Why am I doing a parody of myself?
You are a parody of yourself.
I'm talking how
I was going to
would
ask you
talk.
that, but I figured I would let you just continue. I'm always open to new bits.
You guys ruined me.
Poundcake on Poundcake.
Pot pie. When he's
very-
doing himself, he's pot pie.
He's pot pie.
I don't care what you guys think.
His alter
pot
ego.
pie.
That's right.
Sick of y'all.
All right, hey, the Cavs are going to be playing the Knicks here in town at the Romo Fijo on the 20th. It's a Monday night, so if you'd like to go, I'll have a couple of tickets for you after the break. 35192 if you want to text for anything.
It's the Alan Cox Show on 100.7 WMMS. And everywhere you go on our free iHeartRadio app. You made it. 2020 is here.